Icon Audio Arts.
Beware of Beatles Worship and Other Peculiarities, 2019. Written by Geoffrey Giuliano. Narrated by Geoffrey Giuliano. Copyright 2020, Icon Audio Arts.
Hello, I'm Geoffrey Giuliano. I know I look like the kindly, grandfatherly old pimp that no one ever had or has heard of, but what can I say? That's me. You know, I looked at my YouTube channel, which is growing nicely. Not as much as the gamers, but, you know, for an old guy, yeah. And I realized that I hadn't sat down and talked to anybody for about 4 years. So I thought it was time to get a few things off my chest. Far be it from me to ever lodge any complaints against the likes of the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, for instance, because just behind me, you'll see X number of books that I wrote from 1984 to 2006, which made me cumulatively, about $9 million. Don't tell the IRS, it's all gone anyway. But there is a phenomenon that I see particularly on Facebook and elsewhere on social media, wherein people that were perhaps teenagers or even younger, preteen, in my case 11 years old when the Beatles came out on Ed Sullivan, are still going on about it. And they are now in their 60s largely, and many into their 70s. Now, knowing a little bit about the Beatles, whether you like my books or not, and I know that there's some controversy on that subject, it was a long time ago. And the Beatles themselves, George and John particularly, towards the end of both of their lives, warned fans to let it go. William Shatner wrote a book about Star Trek to the Trekkies saying, get over it. Now, one of the things I know that George Harrison said, because he said it to me in 1984, was that it's appreciated that people remember the music and appreciate it for what it is and was and how it's affected people's lives in a positive way.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?